Welcome to Gene and Mike to the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Thursday, March 19th, 2026. So, how did you find today's crossword?
It was another tricky one with a tricky theme. We've had some very unique themes this week, it seems. But yeah, it was an enjoyable solve for me, but tricky.
Right?
What about you?
It took me a lot longer than I thought it should. And I had one major issue. 27 across was clothes that are ready to be thrown away. And I had it starting with RA, and I thought rank. Although I wasn't sure why you couldn't just put them in the laundry.
Right.
But so I had rank in there, which messed up two clues going down.
Yes, it would.
Including 4 down, Jean or Jean Arp, e.g., dataist. And it would have been, in the best of times when I didn't have rank in there, it would have been tricky for me to spot that. And that just sort of slowed me down even more. And then, of course, 29 down, Lady Gaga's Born This Way and Diana Ross's I'm Coming Out to name two. I had it as Nay Anthems.
Yes.
Which I thought might be an anthem that a horse might sing. A horse that can't spell.
Yeah, I was going to say more like negative anthems.
Yes,
like,
negative.
Nay anthems.
Nay anthems.
Nay.
But 27 across turned out to be rags.
Rags.
Those would be the clothes that are ready to be thrown away.
That's right.
And that would give us gay anthems, which made a whole lot more sense.
Yes, it would. Yeah.
So in preparation for today's podcast, I went to listen to Born This Way and I'm Coming Out.
Yes.
And I don't know. I'm sort of partial to Lady Gaga's. I think she's got the better anthem.
I've heard that one. Yeah, Born This Way. That's a good song. I like it. I don't think I've heard the other one, Diana Ross.
Dee 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 dee. I don't know if any of that was. It probably didn't transcribe well. We'll blame it on the microphone.
Okay.
It was a beautiful rendition, listeners. You should just know that unfortunately our microphone can't do it justice. It turned it into one monotone.
Right.
Or one mononote. There's such a thing. So we should talk about the theme, I guess.
Okay, yeah, this was unique. I don't think I've ever seen a theme quite like this. But we had 5 different answers going across. The first square was grayed, and the last squared was circled. So it was a very unique looking puzzle when you first looked at it, because you had like these gray squares just at the random at the beginning of various answers, and then these circles at the end. And when you went to solve those using the clues, it didn't make any sense at all. So, for example, the first one was 17 across, a boatload, and the answer was foodless. Foodless, Foodless. I didn't even know that was a word, but foodless. And also 25 across was another one, which was resident of Muscat. And answer to that was Romania, which is a country, not a resident. So anyway, they all were like that. As it turned out, when you got to the revealer, that made it make a lot more sense. 64 across was the revealer that said certain hockey and soccer infractions, or a hint to this puzzle's circled and shaded squares. And the answer to that was offsides, which told me that you just sort of forgot about the sides of those answers and just looked at the middle.
Right.
And then it made a lot more sense. Then the boatload clue at 17 across the answer was not foodless. It was oodles.
Yes.
If you take the F and the S off, you get oodles. And the Muscat resident at 25 across was not Romania. It was Omani, if you take the R and the A off. So we had we had 3 other ones, 33 across, like some flaws. The answer there was if at all. But if you take the I and the L off, you get fatal, which is like some flaws, fatal flaws.
Sure.
45 across was blank badge, and that was emerita. I'd never heard of an emerita badge, but if you take the E and the A off, you get merit, as in merit badge.
Right.
And then finally, the last one was 51 across, Krunermel. And I'm like, oh, I know this. It's Torme. But no, the answer was stormed. But if you take the S and D off, yes, you get Torme.
Indeed.
So once you knew that, then it all started to fall into place and make sense. But of course, that revealer clue doesn't come until the very end. So I was sort of struggling with that.
Right.
But then I thought, oh, okay, well, this is making sense. Now the bonus to all of this, with the revealer clue being off sides. If you look at all of the grade squares in order, they spell F-R-I-E-S, fries, which is a side dish. And if you looked at the circled letters, you get S-A-L-A-D, which is salad, another side dish.
Yep.
So the offsides really were offsides.
Yes.
Offside dishes. So there you go. That was the theme. Very, very complicated, really, especially for a midweek one. But I guess, it is Thursday, and that's usually the toughest kind of theme with rebuses and whatnot. But anyway, so that was it.
Yep. Again, I'm just marveling at this crossword. I mean, I'm trying to think of how you would start doing it.
I know. I thought the same thing. Like, how did he start with the
fries and salad? And
yeah. I can't imagine that would be where you'd start. But anyway, because you'd have to think of, okay, what's a 1, 2, 3, 8-letter word that begins with F and ends with S and has another word inside it.
Yes.
So that would be, I think, very difficult. But I don't know. Maybe there's a computer program for that.
I'm pretty sure there is. But you still have to have a human in charge to sort of direct it. And no computer came up with the idea.
No.
That's clearly human intelligence.
Yeah.
In this case, John Kugelman's human intelligence at work.
Very, very interesting. Just very, very clever, but a bit challenging when it came to solving. So what'd you think of it?
I thought the crossword was great. I always think the crossword is great, unless I can't solve it, in which case it's awful.
Yes.
It's amazing, that fine line between great and awful. Very, very fine.
And it's usually that fine line between Friday and Saturday.
Right.
Or maybe Thursday and Friday. Who knows? With all of the kind of tricky themes we've had this week, I wonder what the Friday and Saturday will bring. Will they be tricky as well?
Probably heartache. They'll probably bring heartache. We'll find out, though.
I hope not.
Or not heartache. Streak break. They'll bring streak break.
Perhaps, yes.
Well, my first surprise of this crossword was sits down, German the, and I thought, oh, I know this, der, because it's der Spiegel. And that's the Spiegel. I'm not sure what the Spiegel is, but I know it's the. And it wasn't right. It turned out to be D, or however that's pronounced, D-I-E.
I'm not sure.
And it turns out that there are 3 versions of the in German.
Oh,
There's der, which is masculine, D, which is feminine, and das, which is neutral.
Oh, really?
It's like, there's no way I could learn that language. I can't even do the, So.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yes. Because it's just like, it's got to be der. It's der Spiegel. So... let's see. We had 9 across, forensic analysis workplace. I went for CSI lab.
Oh.
That sounded like a thing.
No, that's the CSI stands for crime scene investigation.
Oh, don't they have a lab where they do their work?
No, that would be the site at which the crime took place, which is usually not in a DNA lab.
It would be convenient if it was.
Yeah.
We need a DNA testing kit. Well, they're all over the place. And in fact, DNA lab was the correct answer here.
Right.
That N gave us 10 down, part of an order, none.
Yes.
I wasn't ready for that. Were you? Did you get that?
Uh-huh.
Really right away?
Well, actually, I got the three crosses that made up none. So,
Really?
yeah, because I thought of DNA lab right away. And I was very proud that I knew 16 across. It was the moon one. Moon that's a neighbor to Ganymede and Io.
Right.
And I knew it was Europa.
I think there's 4 big moons. Isn't there Europa, Io, Ganymede, and Callisto?
Callisto.
I think those are the 4.
Yeah.
And that's the only bit of astronomy lore I still remember.
They are the moons of Jupiter. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
12 down. Hey, no argument here. I got it to be, look, I agree. But it turned out to be, look, I get it.
Yes.
So I had to do a lot of backtracking.
Well,
there.
you would, yeah.
Made a lot more, things worked a lot more smoothly in that corner once I had get it instead of agree.
Uh-huh.
We had 21 down. I thought this was interesting. Master class, ? God tier.
Yes. Yes, that's kind of different.
I guess that has something to do with gaming, where if you've got a character that is so much more powerful than everyone else, they're in the God tier.
In the God tier, got it.
Yeah.
I had no idea what that was related to.
I got all of that through the crosses.
Wow. Uh-huh.
Well, no, it's not that impressive. If I'd gotten it by itself, that would have been impressive.
Uh-huh. But at least you kind of knew what it was.
Well, no, I had to look that up after.
Oh, you did?
There's very little about this clue that I can provide true guidance for. I can tell you how to spell it. I spelled tier correctly.
I got it through the crosses. I'd never heard of that God tier.
Mm-hmm. Another thing I hadn't heard of, and if we started listing all the things I haven't heard of, we'll be here a long time. 38 down, Operation Neptune, familiarly, was D-Day.
Yes.
Did you know that was Operation Neptune?
No, I did not.
You were not privy to that information?
No, I had never heard it called that.
Too bad it wasn't or Operation Jupiter. That would have gone in well with Europa.
With the Europa, but it's interesting because we've been to Normandy. We saw where D-Day took place,
right?
And so the museum and the cemeteries and all that history. And never once do I remember them calling it that.
Don't you remember the giant statue of Neptune with his trident?
There were no giant statues of Neptune.
I think we ate in his trident at the restaurant there. Maybe not. Next to that, we had 37 down. That was, let me see, a lepidopterist's needs. And I figured, okay, butterfly collection, they're going to need pins. But it turned out to be nets.
Yes.
I guess before you need the pins, you need the nets.
Yes, definitely.
Did you get nets right away?
Yes, I did.
Ooh, I'm impressed. Didn't think about pins, eh?
No.
One day it's going to be...
I mean, that could be any entomologist would, maybe need pins. So.
Well, butterfly collectors would need... I didn't say apart from any other, but...
No, but butterfly collectors would need nets, maybe. Well, how do you catch insects in nets? So, yeah, any insect collector would collect them in nets.
How do you catch a firefly? With a net with very small holes.
Yeah, or a gnat. You need a special net for a gnat.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to go to a museum. Here's our giant gnat collection. I'd be like, thanks. Next museum, please. 39 across. I was sort of embarrassed by this. It was decidedly not, and the answer was nay, spelled N-A-Y. And then 40 across, homophone of 39 across. Well, I had N-E-E, and I'm like, nay doesn't sound like knee. And then I realized, it's the French, and it would be nay.
Oh, okay. So, I didn't get that. I couldn't figure out why that was the homophone.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, because at first I was just like, knee and nay do not sound at all alike. So at one point I wanted it to be N-E-Y for that homophone, but then that would have messed up 31 down. Tickles was pleases.
Pleases, right.
That was sort of cute. And we had voice of the modern age, 48 across. I'm afraid to say this right now, but I'm going to anyways. Siri.
Yes.
Oh, good. No one paid any attention to me.
Well, no, my computer did.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, listeners, you should know there are about 10 devices right now that are poised to say yes.
That's what she said to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just it's on silent, so you couldn't hear her.
Oh, nice.
No.
Nice maneuver there. 19 across. Where to find towns Bigfoot and Tarzan, Texas.
I knew it had to be Texas.
Why?
Because they are like the state with the craziest names of cities.
Like Houston and Dallas
No,
Fort Worth? Well, those are
no,
wild.
No, but like the ones they used in that example.
Bigfoot and Tarzan?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, have you ever been to Yeti, Wisconsin?
No, and I don't want to go.
Maybe we could just, see if Green Bay will temporarily rename themselves as Yeti. Actually, on Sunday and Monday, that would have been an excellent time to rename themselves Yeti.
I bet there were Yeti sightings.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's just someone doing some snow shoveling.
I can't see the house across the street, but I think there's a Yeti walking down the sidewalk.
Or it could be a deer. Could be a deer. All right. I think that is it for today's crossword.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Yes.
Hope you're enjoying these podcasts. Please tell all your friends and relations about us. And we will be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.